Hey guys, and welcome to the guide to the first step of the Endwalker Relic weapon quest line. Completion of this first step is going to land you with an item level 615 weapon. This quest line requires that you have completed the entire Hildebrand quest line before you can start, and if you have no idea what that is, where that is, or the point of the quest that you're on right now, I released a video yesterday specifically on how to get on track for that. The link is going to be in the description and the pinned comment. Heads up though, even if you are cutscene skipping, which I'm not recommending here, it was actually really good cutscenes, especially for the Endwalker content. I was a big fan. It will take you though, with the cutscene skipping, around 2.5 hours running and teleporting around to complete it from level 50 all the way to completion. Now with that done, you need to continue the Hildebrand questline a little bit further by speaking with nasty maracas at Rosette Han, who will give you the quest Lunar Conspiracy, which will start a questline that will conclude with the quest The Imperfect Gentleman. After you complete all of that, you're going to be taking on the starting quest Make It a Manderville, given to you by the House Manderville servant by the Rosette Han Aetheryte, which will guide you to the actual first relic's grind step. After a little while, you'll be shown another NPC named Jabruna, who's going to be at the Rosette Han Aetheryte Plaza, and she literally taunts us with elegant tomestones. Good god, that actually got a visceral reaction from me when I watched that cutscene. I'm like, I don't like you already. God, why? But you're going to need 1,500 Astronomy Tomestones total for 3 Mandirium Meteorite, which is what you need for every single weapon that you get completed. No, not Poetics, Astronomy, which is going to for sure slow things down a ton from Poetics. Poetics, I can think of like Blue Mage, I can think of Boja. Me farming Poetics and Boja is so lightning fast. I would recommend that in a heartbeat, but it is not Poetics. This is 1,500 Astronomy. This must be done for every single weapon that you make. So you speak with the Manderville artisan to begin this quest called Make Another Manderville, which will require 3 more of this Mandirium Meteorite or 1,500 Astronomy Tomestones per weapon that you do. And that is really as far as the Relic questline goes. So far you'll get an item level 615 weapon at the end of that. Now let's talk about how to farm out Astronomy Tomestones, and I'm going to do a later update for this when this particular Relic step, when this ultimately becomes Poetics in patch 6.4, because they will cycle out the Tomestone at that point. But until patch 6.4, like 6 months from now, it is going to be Astronomy, and so that's a heck of a lot of time for it to be relevant to do this video. So my number one method will be using the hunt train. I did a video on that will net you a ton of not just Astronomy Tomestones, but a lot of other stuff per hunt. This is undeniably going to be my personal number one way of getting these Tomestones. I guarantee you I'm going to be practicing this a whole lot, and it also gets you a ton of materia. It caps your weekly causality Tomestones, and it is super duper fast. On Gilgamesh on Aether, I cannot emphasize this is so fast. Refer to my hunt train video for more details. I cannot recommend it enough. Link is going to be in the description and the pinned comment, of course. Further from that, there's nothing that really compares. Like, a kind of secondary method I could recommend is the brand new 5 versus 5 PvP mode, which is a quick 20 Tomestones per. It's entertaining, and at the very least matches go fast, so it's not like completely terrible. It definitely adds variety, which is great. Another idea to kind of look at might be doing the Beast Tribes. Those are pretty fast, and we already have the Argasadara, and then we also have the Omegatrons that were released this patch. And then my final method that I'm recommending is unfortunately really boring, but it's those pesky roulettes, but only certain ones. Specifically, I would recommend the level 90 roulette, because you double dip and get the daily bonus 100 from the roulette, as well as the 50 or 80 tomestones from the dungeon on top of it. Sorry, it's so early for me, guys. Expert roulette obviously is great for the same reason, but it is guaranteed to give you the 80 tomestone dungeons, so it's just a really good one. Obviously, do expert as well. I can't really recommend others because overwhelmingly the reward from the content is Poetics. Like, say from the 50, 60, 70, 80 dungeon itself, it's Poetics from the dungeon itself. You obviously get some from the daily bonus, but is it enough to really outweigh it? I don't know. Not for me personally, but others might disagree. Unfortunately, a lot of these options are really great for leveling, and I know that's something that other people definitely prioritize. Like, leveling roulette would be nice, but if you're trying to level a job, you don't get the max level tomestone rewards from it, so you can't double dip and level and work on this relic step by doing that. I kind of miss Boja already. Am I alone in that? You could level, you could get tomestones, you could, like, it was such a good thing. I miss double dipping. Now time to bring up what I do not plan to personally do this step, and I stand 100% behind myself saying I'm not going to do this because I actually won't, and I'm not going to be doing dungeon grind for 80 tomes a pop. This step I'll take a bit more casually, which I'll take the other steps more seriously, but the idea of grinding 300 fail Court of Troya when I'm working on delivering a huge piece of content I've been working on for years for you guys soon, hopefully I get it out soon, it just doesn't feel like the best use of my time right now. And that's an option though, to dungeon grind if you really want to push it, but I will not be doing it. So that is really all there is for the step, being that it's not poetics like some people were saying online. Instead it's astronomy for the options I can give you. They're very limited, which I apologize for. There's no blue mage cheesing, no fancy tricks, just do expert and level 90, do beast tribes, hunt trains whenever they're scheduled. There's no other way to put it. This is definitely going to be a slower grind until this transitions into poetics in like 6-7 months. But I mean, if you're willing to wait for 6.4, I think it will become easier when that Tomestone currency swaps out, but that's months away, so really up to you. Hate to end on a negative note, but I know that people will be like, well, what are your thoughts on that? And I'm like, oh, it'll be a little slower, sorry. Oh, I really wish that I could recommend anything else, but I like to keep it real with you guys. There's nothing that I could really say, I'm sorry. But that really does it for this video, and if it helps you out, I would super incredibly appreciate and make me really happy if you dropped a Hildebrand on that like button. Ooh, and can't hit that subscribe button. Take care everyone, and happy patch day.